The finish line keeps moving. What if I told you the cars of tomorrow are not concepts anymore? They're here, alive, and ready to change everything we know about driving. Today, we're diving into 7 futuristic cars so mind-blowing, you'll wonder if they've escaped from a science fiction movie. Buckle up, because number 1 might just redefine what a car even is. 1. Mercedes-Benz AVTR, the living machine. Inspired by the movie Avatar, the Mercedes-Benz AVTR doesn't just move, it breathes. This all-electric wonder is controlled not by a steering wheel, but by your heartbeat and breathing patterns. Its body features 33 bionic flaps on the rear, moving like the scales of a living creature. And get this, it's made from sustainable, recyclable materials, and it even talks to the driver like a living organism. This isn't a car, it's a companion. 2. Tesla Cybertruck, the armored rebel. Love it or hate it, the Tesla Cybertruck looks like it drove straight out of a cyberpunk dystopia. With bullet-resistant stainless steel armor, a shatter-resistant glass canopy, and acceleration that embarrasses sports cars, this is a truck built for the apocalypse. It's raw, it's aggressive, and it's Elon Musk's statement that the future doesn't have to blend in. 3. Hyundai Elevate, the walking car. Now this is where the future gets weird and wonderful. The Hyundai Elevate isn't just a car. It's a car with legs. Using robotic limbs, it can walk over disaster zones, climb steep walls, and reach places no one could ever go. It's designed for rescue missions in extreme terrains, proving that the car of the future might not always drive. Sometimes it walks. 4. Aptera Solar EV, the car that never needs charging. Imagine never stopping for fuel or even plugging in. The Aptera is a 3-wheeled, ultralight solar electric vehicle that can travel up to 1,000 miles on a single charge and gains extra miles just by sitting in the sun. It's aerodynamic, efficient, and whisper quiet, a glimpse of a world where driving is powered by nothing more than sunlight. 5. BMW 9 Flow, the color-changing car. Tired of choosing between a black or white car? The BMW iX Flow asks, why not both? Using e-ink technology, the same used in Kindle screens, this SUV can change its color at the push of a button, from winter white to midnight black in seconds and soon even full color patterns. It's not just a car, it's a mood ring on wheels. 6. Rimac Nevera, the electric speed demon. Meet the electric car that just humiliated gasoline supercars. The Rimac Nevera is a Croatian hypercar with 1,914 horsepower. 0 to 60? Just 1.85 seconds. Top speed? Over 250 miles per hour. This isn't just about speed. It's about proving that electric doesn't mean slow. It means domination. 7. Sony-Honda AFEELA, the rolling entertainment hub. When a gaming giant and a car company team up, the result is unlike anything you've seen before. The Sony-Honda AFEELA is packed with entertainment tech, interactive displays, and even a built-in PlayStation interface. It's a living room, a theater, and a vehicle all in one, blurring the line between transportation and digital lifestyle. Asterisk, these machines aren't just vehicles, they're visions of what's to come. From cars that breathe to cars that walk, the future mobility is no longer just about getting from A to B. It's about reimagining the journey itself. But here's the thing, these 7 cars are just the tip of the iceberg. Right now, behind closed doors, automakers and tech giants are working on prototypes so advanced, most people wouldn't even believe they exist. Flying taxis that fold into road vehicles, self-healing car bodies that repair scratches on their own, and AI co-pilots that don't just give directions, they can predict traffic accidents before they happen. The real question is, will we be ready for the machines we're creating? Because the next generation of vehicles won't just be tools. They'll be companions, partners, and maybe something even more. In our next episode, we're going even deeper into the hidden prototypes the public isn't supposed to see. You'll witness technology so secretive it could change the very definition of driving. So, if you thought these cars were wild, wait until you see what's coming. Asterisk, picture this. You walk into a research facility, hidden in the desert. No signs, no logos, just a massive steel door, and a guard who doesn't say a word. Inside, engineers in white coats move between machines that hum like a sleeping dragon, and there, under a sheet of matte black fabric, is a car that doesn't just drive, it learns. They call it Project Helios. A vehicle so advanced, it can adapt its own design in real time based on weather, terrain, and even your emotional state. Its panels are liquid metal, reshaping to be aerodynamic on highways, rugged in the mountains, and stealthy in the city. It's not scheduled for release because it's not for the public. At least not yet. Asterisk. And it's not alone. In another corner of the world, a Japanese startup is testing a car that moves without wheels at all, floating on a thin cushion of magnetized air. Silent. Frictionless. It can reach speeds that would make even a bullet train jealous, and it's nearly impossible to detect by radar. Some say these vehicles are military experiments. Others believe they're prototypes for a post-fuel society, ready to replace everything we know about transportation. But the truth is stranger than both. Asterisk. Because if the whispers are true, the most revolutionary vehicle ever made isn't being built on Earth at all. Asterisk. The rumors start with a blurry image, a silver, disc-shaped craft suspended in what looks like zero gravity. Not a UFO. At least, not in the way you're thinking. Engineers claim it's an interplanetary mobility prototype, a collaboration between aerospace firms and private car manufacturers. Because when human colonies begin on the Moon and Mars, wheels won't work. They need vehicles that can glide over unstable surfaces, adapt to extreme temperatures, and operate in an environment with no atmosphere. This could be the first off-world car. Asterisk. Asterisk. Its code name is Lynx Omega. No driver's seat. No manual controls. It reads your neural patterns through a headband, translating thought into motion. You think move forward, and it obeys. You imagine rise over that rock, and it levitates. And the strangest part? This technology isn't new. Parts that have been quietly tested here on Earth for decades, in vehicles disguised as ordinary prototypes. If you've ever seen a concept car at an auto show that looked just too advanced for its time, you might have been looking at a Lynx test unit. Asterisk. And if the reports are correct, the first full-scale demonstration will happen in less than 18 months. Not in a showroom, not on TV, but in the middle of the night, somewhere far from the public eye. The air is cold enough to make your breath visible. A convoy of unmarked trucks snakes down a desolate stretch of desert highway, their headlights dimmed. They stop at a fenced-off clearing, miles from the nearest town. No one speaks. A tarp is pulled away, revealing a vehicle unlike anything on Earth. Sleek, seamless. No wheels, no exhaust, just a smooth, metallic shell that seems to drink in the moonlight. Engineers in black jumpsuits stand back. A low hum fills the air, deep, resonant, almost alive. The car lifts off the ground. First an inch, then a foot, then silently. It floats a meter above the sand. Asterisk. Asterisk. There's no driver inside, just a faint blue light pulsing in the cabin, in sync with the heartbeat of the test pilot. Standing 20 meters away, he closes his eyes, and the craft responds. It accelerates forward, gliding over the desert floor without touching it, weaving between rocks and dunes as if it's thinking ahead. Then it stops. The light inside shifts from blue to crimson. The hum becomes a roar. In one motion, it tilts upward and shoots in the night sky like a silent arrow, disappearing in seconds. The desert is quiet again, but the sand where it hovered is fused into smooth, black glass. Asterisk. Whatever that was, it wasn't just a car, and if this was only a test, the production model might change everything we think we know about transportation on Earth and far beyond. Asterisk. Within hours, that stretch of desert is gone from satellite images. Not blurred, not redacted, gone, replaced by an old photograph of empty sand, as if the event never happened. But someone was watching, a lone drone operator, tracking the convoy from over 20 miles away, captured fragments of the test. The footage shows the craft landing at a hidden facility, not a military base, but a massive hangar owned by a private conglomerate. Here's where it gets interesting. That same conglomerate holds silent partnerships with three of the companies behind the futuristic cars we've already seen: the AVTR, the Aptera, and the Rimac Nevera. This isn't coincidence. It's a network, sharing experimental technologies, testing them in small doses on concept cars, then hiding the real breakthroughs in plain sight. Asterisk, sources call it the Horizon Program, a multi-billion-dollar project with a single mission: to create a universal mobility platform, one vehicle that can operate on any surface, in any environment, for any purpose. A car for Earth, a craft for the moon, a vessel for Mars. And if the whispers are true, they've already built the next prototype. It doesn't just hover, it bends space. Asterisk, that's where things stop being science and start becoming something else entirely. Asterisk, they say it happened in a hangar the size of a football stadium, walls lined with panels that pulse like the inside of a living organism. In the center, the prototype, smaller than the desert craft, sleeker, its surface shimmer like liquid, rippling in slow waves. No wheels, no obvious propulsion, only a ring-shaped structure around its body, studded with black crystal-like nodes. The lead engineer, a man whose name is absent from every public record, stepped forward. He placed his hand on a control sphere, and the air changed. It wasn't just sound. It was pressure, a feeling that made the skin tighten, like the entire hangar had inhaled and was holding its breath. Then the space around the craft bent, not like an optical illusion, but like reality itself was folding inward. The far wall seemed closer. The floor curved just slightly, as if the laws of geometry were being rewritten in real time. Asterisk, in less than 3 seconds, the prototype vanished. No light, no trail, just gone. The monitors lit up. It wasn't in the hangar anymore. It wasn't anywhere the sensors could detect. Then, just as suddenly, it reappeared, but covered in dust and particles not found anywhere on Earth. The engineers didn't cheer. They didn't celebrate. They just stared at the readings, and one of them whispered, "It worked!" Asterisk, if that's true, this isn't just transportation. It's control over distance itself. And once a technology like this exists, it never stays hidden for long. Asterisk, 2 weeks later, it's gone. But eyewitnesses, a handful of night shift workers from a nearby solar farm, reported something different. They saw a column of blinding white light tear through the hangar roof, and a shadow slip into the sky faster than their eyes could track. The Horizon Program had been breached, not by governments, not by spies, by a single thief. Nobody knows who they are, only that they drove away from the facility in an unmarked, matte black vehicle, the same kind of transport truck used during the desert tests. Security footage shows the truck vanishing from one camera to the next, covering a 10-mile stretch in less than a second. Somewhere out there, that stolen craft is moving, untraceable, untouchable, and whoever controls it controls more than just transportation. They control where and when they exist. Asterisk, but here's the dangerous part. Technology like this leaves a footprint, not physical, but gravitational. The ripples it makes can be tracked, if you know what to look for. And 3 of the world's most powerful corporations are already closing in, not to destroy it, but to take it for themselves. The race isn't for the fastest car anymore. It's for the first machine that can erase the concept of travel altogether. And in that race, asterisk, the chase began in the skies over the Pacific. 3 experimental interceptors, each one a fusion of aerospace fighter and electric hypercar, locked onto the craft's gravitational trail. They were fast, but the stolen machine wasn't playing by the same rules. One moment it was over open water. The next, it burst into view above the Sahara, sand spiraling into the air beneath it. The pursuers followed, bending space in violent jumps, each leap more unstable than the last. Reality rippled in their wake. Thunderstorms forming from clear skies, roads twisting like ribbon. The stolen craft dipped low over a hidden runway in Namibia, and then, without warning, it stopped, not slowed, stopped, perfectly still in midair. The lead interceptor overshot, vanishing into a tear in space. and never came out. A voice, calm, almost amused, echoed over all channels. You built this to move faster. I built it to never have to move at all. Then the craft folded into itself and disappeared. No flash, no sound, just absence. For days, satellites scanned the Earth. Nothing, no signal, no trace.